Hey guys, Danny Johnson here, and today we're looking at Auto World's 1958 Plymouth Fury Christine. Spoiler alert, the headlights do come on, and that's really cool for this. It just gives it a really cool stance. They do make several versions of this, a clean version, an evil version, one where it hasn't been purchased yet with the for sale sign on the side, which is a lot more expensive. These ones were still more readily available, and this one came directly from Auto World through Walmart. So it was actually only like $60. They're usually selling for over 100. The one with the for sale sign on the side in a different box, those ones are going for a lot more. They just must be more rare or discontinued. But this is what the box looks like. It gives you some front and back and underneath shots of the car, so that's kind of cool. Usually I don't see model cars that show you underneath it. And there's a model number there if you want to research that, and I'll put that in the video description as well. So we're going to go ahead and open this one up. And I do like how it's not screwed down. It's very easy. Just cut some tape and the plastic folds down, and you can just lift it right out. So it's very easy to get out of the box, and that makes it easy to put away as well. So you can have it on display or just out of the box. So here's what it looks like. They did a really good job with a lot of the look for the rust. This is the partially restored version, so this is where Arnie would have it in the shop at Darnell's, and they'd be, fixing it, where he talks about it having new windshield wipers with a busted windshield. So I really like this stage of the car in the movie as well. It's not perfectly restored, which is a cool model too, but then it looks like just maybe a regular car that you would buy. So this one was fun to have some character in it. It does have a spare tire in the back. And one thing I did notice about this is it has restored wheels on one side and then non-restored wheels on the other side. I thought that was kind of cool. I really liked this too on the back side of it. It's like in the opening scene, especially the color lights that I had in my kitchen here. It was where in the beginning where you see the chrome really shining that golden color as it passes over the back fins. So I thought that was pretty cool to see that. It's just like in the video. I think they did a really good job with all the different rust colors and fading and everything, and to make it look partially restored. The chrome for the bumpers also looks really good, how they faded it. So, for being under $100 for this model, I think it had a lot of good details. The rusted roof also looks really good. And something about these cars is an actual Fury would have only been in buckskin beige, and it would have said Fury here on the tail, right over that chrome or that aluminum area. So all of the Furies were buckskin beige only, and that's kind of the thing in the video, is the only one coming down the assembly line that's red is Christine. But the model does follow a lot of the Fury things like it should have. As an example, the gauge cluster did go to 150, which is what the Fury trim level would have had. So zooming in really close, I can see that they did that. One thing I did notice that was incorrect is the seats for the Fury should have a dip between the two seats, both on the front and the rear seat. So these ones are just flat all the way across. So I think that would have been more the Belvedere trim. But looking inside here, they did a really good job with the headliner. And the carpet is also kind of a real felt feel to it. So the coloring looks good. It does look older and faded. And, the steering wheel, everything looks pretty good. Another fun fact regarding the interior is there is a scene where Lee is choking in the front seat, and so a doorpost goes down. In fact, it happens several times in the video to lock people in, and the Fury did not have a lock post that would come up and down, and so it's not on this model either. The 350 Golden Commando was a Fury option. That's how you could get the biggest engine, to my understanding, and so they did a good job replicating it. The dual carburetor covers here were chrome like in the video, though they were more of a tan color in real life, more of a gold color. And again, that busted windshield was kind of a part of it. So this is really cool. On the side, you flip the switch and you get some real working headlights. I don't think it would have taken them much more to do the taillights too, but it's really cool, and I could probably tap in very easily and add taillights. But it gives it a really cool stance with the lights on. especially that 80s movie, where the lights are on and it's like blinding the screen with the blue light. So looking down the side of it, very well done. More rust color, more restoration. So it does give it fun character. Like I said, I think I like this better than a fully restored one. Each of them would have their own cool things about them. The license plate is the only thing that is a little off as far as the font size is a little small for this model, and probably something they could have done a little bit better. But the very front of it looks really good. It gives a really cool thing for me to put out for Halloween. And my brother really enjoys this too. We always were scared to death of this car when we were younger. But you can notice that the pieces don't match perfectly as they close and everything, but maybe that's just fine, being that this is a partially restored car. I was afraid I was going to rip the grill right off it opening the hood, so you have to be a little careful there, reach under it. But the detail is really good. You do see the wires in the engine bay that are meant for turning the headlights on. The very front does say Plymouth, and it looks pretty good here. Had a little bit of a smudge from my fingerprint, so excuse that. But it's a pretty cool looking thing here with the V, which was the 58 for the Plymouth Fury. And so anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and check the video description. I have other videos that are similar to this. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Put your comments about anything Christine related if you want it in the comments. Thanks, guys.